After Southport, a nation's grief and calling leaders to account. In this video, I talk about how we can move forward from the tragedy in Southport, about dealing with our collective grief while calling our leaders to account, and how we can fix our dreadfully broken Britain. Hello, I'm Shan Abraham, and on this channel, I bring uniquely insightful, thought-provoking and challenging messages, covering the broadest range of any channel, including major issues in the news, in government, politics, leadership, faith, living with inspiration and hope, and helping us all to be part of the solution to our increasingly troubled world. Please do remember to hit the like, subscribe and bell buttons and help me to share these unique messages. I appreciate it. So let's turn to the Southport tragedy, where the families and the community continue to be in our thoughts and prayers. With the court case concluded, should we now turn to our collective grief for the sake of our well-being? And as the people to whom government is answerable, should we also consider what we must get them to do in order to deal with our rapidly deteriorating systems of national governance and law and order that allowed this calamity to take place? There was a gross delay by Keir Starmer, Yvette Cooper, Chief Constable Serena Kennedy, the Crown Prosecution Service, the BBC, journalists and other establishment figures, failing transparently to tell the people of Britain the truth about the perpetrator of the horrific events in Southport on 29th July 2024. It's clearly the view of many that this was unacceptable, unconstitutional, immoral and unethical. Their delay to act honourably also has meant that the families in particular and the nation more widely has been unable to grieve over this dreadful loss of precious, innocent lives. The stain upon their characters and the impact on their conscience will be judged by time and ultimately by their creator. Public comments reveal that many in Britain and abroad believe that these people were complicit in deliberately withholding information about the man's identity, including his ethnicity and his ideological beliefs. They compounded this by making statements about his imputed origin and publishing childhood photos that now appear to have been done intentionally to mislead. They succeeded in inducing others to believe a lie. How do I know this? Well, on a Facebook called Huntingdon in Cambridgeshire, 13,000 members and run by far-left Labour activists, some commentators gleefully posted that the suspect was a Christian and a choir boy, seeking to deflect the discussion away from the demographic that in Britain is most closely linked to violent crimes such as in Southport. The failure of governance, communication and lack of even-handedness has created a potentially irrecoverable breach of trust in the Labour government and the British state. Starmer, Cooper, Kennedy, the BBC's CEO Tim Davie and Chairman Samir Shah, with other establishment figures, all should step down from their positions. They and the Labour government should offer an unreserved apology to the Southport families and to our nation. They should also commit to change the way they do things, and they can call me to help them do this. That's a serious offer, as I know clearly how we can fix broken Britain, and I will not be bribed or bullied or blackmailed or bought as we do this. That is why our movement is called Changing Britain for Good, and brings real hope of a better tomorrow by the action we take today. I conclude this video with a comment about our leaders and leadership. A vital aspect of leadership is compassion, yet time and again we observe that politicians and institutional leaders display no awareness of how people feel and how they're struggling. This has to change. For many years I have been seeking to train, develop and encourage leaders in a better way, what we call third millennium leadership. We need this more than ever in Britain. We need a renaissance of leadership.